the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the return starts from inside the 20. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers.
Looking to throw it deep. Pass caught down at the 20. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone. Handoff from the shotgun. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. No huddle here for the offense. The shotgun handoff here. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
And his line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Gonna run it. It's Lucas. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
You bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, third down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
The Noles will have 1st and 10 here. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And they get it to the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. No huddle now for the offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. With the catch, it's Anderson.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Lets it fly to the wideout. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Play action fake, looking to throw. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looking to pass, it's Kromenhoek. Makes a quick catch. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They move the ball to the 41.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And now the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll ride the back again here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to pass. It's Cromenhoek. Off target and incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
And the Noles will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Caught quickly. Finds room at the 30. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally with the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up the first down.
He hands it off from the gun. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the Seminoles are going to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
After that incompletion, it's 3rd down. Quarterback's got it on the option. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The Seminoles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Here's the option play. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9. Defense trying to hold up here. Play number 12 on the drive. Hands off to the fullback. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
The Knowles will line up here on first down and goal. Running a quarterback sneak here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Knowles. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They lose yards on first down, so second and long on the 16.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Bringing it back, it's Benson. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Looking for some space. It's Lucas.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That game makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Kromenhoek. He's running out of time here. Receiver makes the grab.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? They make the 1st down, brought down to the 31.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
And the Noles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
I mean, I don't know how he wasn't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. That's a touchdown. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get to film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that almost allowed that big play?
With the catch, it's Lucas. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
How many 1st downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Nowhere to run up the middle. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's caught from inside the 20. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. This will likely be the last play of the half.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Here we go!
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So quickly all the way up to the 36 and it's first down.
Get set.
Grab behind the line, it's Thomas.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Kromenhoek. Comes up with the catch. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. And the Seminoles with 1st and 10 here. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on a jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Going for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, I'll be honest, Chris, I'm really surprised he's trying to get outside like this to try to make a play. He's not the fastest at all. I think he was just desperate to try to come up with a play, and man, it did not work out. That is a significant loss for the offense.
And the return man runs out of bounds. Florida State offense on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. That's reeled in. It's Lucas.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Linebacker shifting around now. Off play action. He's looking to throw. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Flex, flex, flex.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Clear. Move.
Caught behind the line. It's Benson. Breaking free at the 35. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. Offense in hurry-up mode. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. The Seminoles are in the red zone.
Lizzie, Lizzie. In blue. In blue.
In the red area, it's Lucas. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Ready, set.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
Freedom, freedom. Spire. Ready.
They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Grab behind the line. It's Benson. Touchdown, Florida State. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT is good. Being set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. It's caught. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. The offense going with the hurry up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made down inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
The extra point is good, but still trail by 3 touchdowns, 28-7. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football and vertical shots to boot.
1st down here for this offense. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Snags the quick throw. Will he score here? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. And they pick up the 1st down as the fullback becomes involved as a playmaker, a guy we usually see throwing blocks.
Yeah, this guy actually played running back in high school. He got a little bit bigger. They moved him to fullback. You can see the athletic ability that still displays. And you're right, he's a physical guy, known for his blocking. But with that background, you can see the damage he can do to a defense.
Second and goal for the offense. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, I really thought on 2nd goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running, and man, does it backfire.
Got it.
Here we go. 3rd and goal coming up.
Here we go.
They'll try the option play here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Here's the 2nd down play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Second down play coming up. Back's got it again. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Bringing pressure. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet. LSU getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. A quick throw out left, complete. Finding space at the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Knowles. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The sure hands. It's Thomas.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Back to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Hilton. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Ball handed off. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. They're going to throw for it on third and short. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Finds his man, has the first down. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. He's going to bring up second down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And he'll lost it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? He's at the 50. Now the 40. Powers through a tackle. It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Grab behind the line. It's Sprout. Brought down with the completion, moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive game here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games where you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a fourth down now.
Hey, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Back to pass. It's Kromenhoek. He's got it right near the end zone. Nope, he is stopped short. So the defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Physical run earns the first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on.